Gragas ulti for an engage to try and facilitate some sort of a fight in the first place, and then the Lamb's Respite is used afterwards. But if Hoya can hold on to that, if Hoya calls it, he doesn't want to burn the teleport because he knows he's just going to get dove, but
here he goes.
Now he's done it. 4 versus 2.
Yep, and immediately getting hit by the Twisted Advance. Feather did not show, but it does not matter because First Blood will be picked up here by Weiwei and LNG, and they're going to go for the redive as well. Zhuo taking tower damage, but he will survive with less than 100
Safety.
HP.
But can Thundertalk find any sort of fight on this top side? I think they absolutely have to look. The only way out is going to be through.
Yeah, gonna find Feather, or find Zhuo, I should say, with the Hex Flash forward. Zenith Blade does not connect, and State Tab will make it a numbers advantage for now. Hoya with a nice body slam will find the first kill under Zhuo, but the Unraveled Earth doing so much. 1xN joining the fight, still numbers advantage for Thundertalk as they're fully investing into this Grub fight, and it will work out for them as they pick up 2, even up that kill count, and they're gonna try to look for more. Weiwei will fall into the trade of junglers as Beishuan will go down in response.
It is just a wonderful chance to pick up Weiwei, who again makes the most of that situation, finding the trade kill, but overall with Thundertalk finding themselves now with a bit of an advantage, they're looking for another fight.
Yeah, the trouble is both junglers died, which means Beishuan wasn't able to get the grubs. They finally pick up 1 as they once again send all 5. The bullet time barely not able to get Zhuo, but the Hoya with the explosive cask will be able to secure the kill onto the support of LNG. Zika also falling. Thundertalk defending these fights and somehow winning them. Another one, 3 for 1 in their favor. Fodak and Haichao, though, still alive, trying to target down Feather, who is still only level 3. And now Hoya able to finally go back to base. Still, only one of those grubs taken there, Rude.
Yeah, and again, Beishuan's the one that falls for TT, so he's not able to pick up the rest of those grubs. 1xN here, playing with a little bit of fire. Fotic as well. Okay.
Wow. A lot of damage coming out of that. Misfortune. Yeah, looks like this Maokai is pretty tanky. Will he be tanky enough, though? I don't think so. 1xN getting stronger and stronger as this game goes on.
Gives LNG a little bit more free time down on the bot side and gives TT a little bit less time on that top side. They are TT that is going to be able to take first brick. It's split 3 ways, but it's still effectively a kill going to 1xN, Feather, and Hoya all together. Whereas down on that bot side, it's Fotic who's going to get a large chunk of gold all for himself.
Yep, so kind of it's an interesting trade because you get more gold overall for TT, but you get maybe the resources into the players that you want more for LNG. Fodak gets a full tower.
Stacking up that tier, has the Triforce finished already, is more than comfortable with where the game is if TT don't continue to push.
We have our grubs spawned, and right now it's going to be 1xN trying to get some more priority here in the mid lane, using the Make It Rain to force Fodak back just a little bit. Beishuan on that top side. Again, but here comes that Solar Flare. It's going to get cleansed away from, but a nice cast comes through from Hoya. It locks down Zhuo, forces the Lamb's Respite out from Weiwei. That's a big cooldown, and that's a ton of him on carries in 2023 or 2024. But now trying to take firm control of that as he's going to pick up his second dragon of this game. Pink wards straight in the mid lane. I don't know how that necessarily happened. Maybe we'll be able to answer that in a little bit, as Zico did go in, but yeah, little bit of mismanagement of resources there as the Rift Gel gets spawned down in the mid lane. Tier 1 turret, a little bit healthy still as it should be able to survive, as those pink wards definitely doing a little bit of gaining vision there for TT as the Nature's Grass comes out alongside the Solar Flare, forces the cleanse. Already at 1xN, but a big bullet time from the Misfortune will make sure that it's already 3 kills in favor of TT. Hoya finds the body slam, forces Haichao to flash away, and they're still looking for more, but a nice seismic shove allows for Haichao to get one back. Zaytab lands the charm, and the flash forward from 1xN will take down the Talia. Hoya just ints under the tier 2, but it's fine. Thundertalk win the fight.
Too many. Fotic did weave one in there so that he would have been taken down. If he eased forward, tanks 2 turret shots, he probably would have gotten away, but the extra Mystic shot is enough to chilling around here. But TT, they put just enough pressure up to that top side, just early enough to ward away LNG, and they actually get the best of both worlds for Thundertalk, where they get this dragon and they don't lose their tier 1 turret.
They're trying. I think right now the goal should be mid prio with 1xN on this Misfortune, take down this tier 2. That's what they're seemingly focusing on right now.
Yeah, and they are going to be able to get themselves that tier 2 turret, and the thing that they have to always try and encounter for
almost one of the biggest that exists in the space of LPL is Scout, of course, in the mid lane. Has been around for so long, and now Haichao going to try to fill the void that was left by him on LNG, the team that made it to the World's quarterfinals just a couple of months ago with Zika and Weiwei. Baron was started up for a second here by TT. A lot of posturing, a lot of almost NA ramming, as I want to say, potentially.
Oh, there we go.
The jungle as we finally find a hook and finally find a fight. Lands Respite keeps Joe alive for now as a big ultimate comes in onto the back line. First kill goes towards Thunder Talk, and Satab still very strong. Looking for another potential flank. Finds the Spirit Rush, but not the Charm, as Zika now goes in and tries to chase him down. Charm lands only onto the Maokai, as TT will retreat, having taken down one.
Okay, and that's a good timer for this. They're going to be able to try and find the Dragon off the back of it, but if they got a little bit more, they would have been able to find that Baron. They focused a lot onto Haichao, who is able to flash out to safety and stay alive. You got to see the power of that Lamb's Respite as well. But so much time, and yes, Shuo goes down, but if that hadn't have been the case and the Kindred ulti hadn't been used to keep the Leona alive for so long, that could have been a much worse type of situation, as Satab just barely able to dodge out on that seismic shove. Weiwei up on this top side, they should be able to take the tier 1 turret as a trade. But again, overall, just so close really in these fights, Grapes.
Yeah, but close.
The only real change that TT made actually into this offseason, being called up from LCK Challengers, in a direct trade, direct swap with the RXs, making sure that this step from tier 1, or from tier 2 rather, to tier 1 it's a big one. And now you're up against, again, Haichao, who's a little bit of a lesser name from the LPL, but certainly having played at that tier 1 is going to be a lot more experienced, a lot more touted in this type of situation than you are. And Satab so far, 2-0-7 on the Ahri, doing a very good job.
Yeah, both mid laners definitely trying to make a name for themselves here. We'll see if any of them can do so as the Baron has been started up. 1xN very strong, allowing for this Baron to burn, but Hoya might be caught out just a little bit as the Unraveled Earth does a ton of damage. Bullet time comes out, they're going to try to just burst down the Baron Nashor, and they do, with Beishan locking down the smite. Satab looking around for a potential pick. Has a Spirit Rush to try to escape if he ends up getting caught out, but will not, as that is a...
If Zika or Haichao wanted to, they could teleport to. I don't think LNG are in a desperate enough position to need to go for that just yet, but it's worth mentioning that it's still there. And if there's another siege that comes through a little bit later on down on this bot side, there is an angle for this Maokai to get into this fight.
Oh, Charm lands on a Photic, but a nice Arcane Shift away to make sure that no follow-up can be had. Instead, the tier 2 taking a beating right now as Photic once again has to shift out to make sure he does not die. If he goes down, this game could very much be over very quickly, as all of a sudden Zika might have found a pick here onto Beishwan. They're going to try to 100-0 him, and they do. Photic getting the kill, and that's going to stall out this Baron.
They've not done enough to get themselves back into the game yet.
Yeah, another interesting thing, as it looks like Beishan and 1xN are going to pick up this Dragon relatively uncontested, as now we see Satab and Feather. LNG were the ones forcing the initiative. We're here in game 3 with TT. A lot of playing around this vision right now, but it looks like Haichao could have gotten targeted here, but a really nice stopwatch to buy himself some time. The bullet time comes through. They find the ultimate here onto the Kindred. Weiwei has to burn the ultimate soon and will be able to keep himself alive for just a little bit, but Zika now trapped underneath it as well. Weiwei able to flash away. On the other side of the fight, though, it is all Satab, and it is all Thunder Talk. A double kill in for 1xN, as now it is just Haichao underneath the tier 2 turret, gonna try to teleport away, but he will get bursted down. Potentially before that, the E from Beishan will finish the job. Only Weiwei survives as TT are pushing right down mid.
And that may finish the series. Grapes TT have got 5 members still alive and kicking. 30 seconds on Photic, 45 seconds on Haichao. Weiwei has no Lamb's Respite. Zika up in 20. TT going for the end.
2v5. Who's going to find the pick first? Ro just trying to clear the wave potentially. A nice cast comes through from Hoya, and that's what I'm Thunder talking about, baby. Upset secured over LNG as they advance to the Demacia Cup semifinals.